So what folks are seeing on the screen here was just a very simple illustration done as one example of the template that we are working on, or one use case for the template that we're working on. And in this case, this is part of a potential corporate onboarding activity. So if we start towards the upper left, our learner who is equipped with a smartphone or some kind of device will have the opportunity to say, schedule and attend meetings with individuals in the organization. Those meetings, of course, are going to result in new information, new knowledge coming back to the learner. That learner then has the opportunity to do manual recording of that activity through an xAPI statement to the records store. Alternatively, if they are doing something like a physical site orientation, then we can leverage tools like QR codes, and I'd like you to appreciate the wonderful hand-rendered QR code. I have no idea what it says. It's probably something NSFW.
Yeah,
so,
we're lucky. We're lucky.
So this is something that could be made available throughout a physical location. The scanning of that QR code could trigger something like a static video, or it could be an augmented reality type of asset. And again, the new information and knowledge is there. The automated action of reporting activity to the LRS would also come from, say, those kinds of triggers, but the learner would also have the opportunity to do their own recording of that kind of stuff. So that's what those arrows represent.
Nice.
So again, this is just one use case from what we're trying to do, and Anthony is going to show some of what could potentially be happening with the user interface.
So so this is just done in Balsamiq. So basically what we're doing is looking at kind of the concept. For right now, we're just calling them events. In this case, we're looking at new hire orientation, but it could be a few different things. And you would, during new hire orientation, you're going to have a couple of different activities. You'll meet with people, or you may visit locations. So in this case, I'm have to meet with Mark Sheppard. So he's a target type of a person, and his medallion's a QR code. So when I meet with him, he'll have on his phone or on his computer screen a QR code, and I'll take a snappy of it. When I do that, then activities then are assigned to him. So he'll do a manager review of our interview, and he'll say, hey, this Anthony, he won't stop at the Green Bay Packers crap, and the Doctor Who talk was just nauseous. But he's Canadian, so I don't expect, that's all right.
Lower. That's right.
Harsh.
So he'll have an assigned task. Then I will also get assigned activities. I'll do an employee review where I'll comment on my meeting with Mark. Did I get anything out of it? Was it productive? Was it a pain trying to meet with him? Whatever. And then we just have 10 things assessment. What are 10 things I learned from that meeting? The other type that we're looking at is a location. So maybe I would go to the lunchroom. And again here, target location, the lunchroom. The medallion in this case would be using a beacon ID set up. When you check it, the beacon would also report back through xAPI statements. Again, I would be assigned the 10 things assessment. What did I learn about the lunchroom? Avoid the chicken cacciatore, whatever. Maybe I have an activity set up to set up a lunch account for automatic billing or whatever. And one of our scenarios was there's a display of maybe the first widget the company sold or created or things like that. So I would maybe scan that, and there would be some questions about that or some videos associated with that. And then another one we had, just as an example, Conference One West. It is named Conference One West because I was watching TV and Kanye West was making an ass of himself. And
what day was that?
Can't remember that. What's that?
Never mind. Go ahead.
I know. What were the odds I would see that on TV? Really?
It's even.
So again, target location. The medallion, this is an NFC tag. Actually, it should probably say tag ID, not beacon ID. And in this case, there's nothing here. It's just tag and go. So this way, you can either do this for orientation, or you could also, through these assigning of tasks or an assigning of activities, you could very easily take this model and apply that to onboarding, like we said last week, orienteering students to a college campus, or anything. You could actually even do, if you wanted to do a self-guided tour of New York City, you could easily take this model and apply that to a bunch of different things. And there's another model we're working on that we're not quite ready to share out yet.
Well, this is great, guys. I mean, this is the kind of thing that I could see definitely being used, within an organization and kind of getting people acclimated to the culture, by virtue of, where they are and activities taken. I also feel like Group xAPR and Group xAPI Gnome should probably compare notes at some point, just because I think your what do you call them, scenarios possibly overlap in a very delicious way. So I look forward to that collaboration. Cool. Thank you both for sharing this.